thieving bastards. I've been saving this one up for a while. Feels good just to get it out. We're gonna bring that big dick energy. See? You forgot the fucking music. It really does, dude. Bring it, dude. I just noticed, but too late now. I wanted to just talk about some weird shit. I was just watching some YouTube videos. There's a lot of them out there, man. A lot of people getting real candid and real honest about their divorce. Made me start thinking about the reason I even got married in the first place. First of all, dude, can you please explain how much I love this bag, dude? This bag is fucking huge. It's enormous. Holds so much clothes. It looks like a gourd. That's what makes it so sick, dude. It looks like a gourd. It's not, though, dude. It's a straight up bag, son. Straight up bag, dude. Hey, well, apparently you can buy my love, dude. Cheap as fuck. Cheap as fuck, dude. I'm so fucking easy, dude. I mean, love works better than cruelty. Right or wrong? It definitely works better than shame. Right? Unless you want, like, be ashamed. I could tell you one thing that I feel deeply in my spirit. And that is that God will never judge you for wanting or trying to love another human being. Okay? And it doesn't matter. That's for everybody. It doesn't matter what kind of tag you want to put onto it. If you're trying to love another human being, God ain't going to judge you for that, dude. Not when there's human beings that are trying to hurt other human beings or trying to take from other human beings. Now, how about people that get married for the purpose of taking? Okay? Because I feel, look, I feel a lot of people get into marriage, like myself included. I've definitely entered it with the expectation of take. I wanted to take, like children. I wanted to use your vessel to create children because I was just watching this program. I think it was on that miniseries Rome, but it was Cleopatra was talking to Julius Caesar, and she was like, "How many sons do you have?" And he's like, "I don't have any sons." And she's like, "Oh, that's so weird. A man with," and he's like, "Why?" And she said, "Because a man without any sons is a man without a future." And Caesar said, "I never thought about it like that." And I was like, El Joe said, "I never thought about that either." Fucking Bon Jovi called. He wants his earring back though, El Joe. Bro, I never thought about that, dude. I didn't think about it either. And it was like, it's fucking true, dude. In a way, I feel like. But I also know, along my journey, that God is a big repurposer, dude. God doesn't waste. There's a tremendous value in everything, especially when you feel it may be discarded. God has a tremendous use, dude, and repurposing is what he does. And when there's children out there that are going unloved, unhomed, you should repurpose, dude, before you start creating like new ones. You know, it's just the animal husbandry part of me, you know what I mean? That's another thing though, dude. I'm about ready to cut that off. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to get into it. But that was definitely my motivation. Okay? And I know that with my wife, my ex-wife, because here's the thing, dude. I will not. I mean, if you're out there watching, okay, I haven't talked to her, heard from her, nothing. Even her kids haven't, okay? But on the off chance that you may watch this, not to hurt her, but to know, dude, that like I will not ever go back, because it's like I tell my son all the time. And I used to even stop her son and tell him when we were raising him. It's a common phrase in my house, dude. Comes out of my mouth. And that is, we don't destroy in this household, in this family. It's not what we do. We create. We're artists, teachers, part-time doctors. You mean? Definitely charge and fucking get paid like a doctor. You know? Not the best, but you know? That's another thing I noticed a long time ago. The trees just keep on growing, man. We hit that bad recession back in 94, 96. The Clinton recession. And I noticed that the framers were out of work, the painters were out of work, the fucking... painters always the last one to go because everything always needs to be painted. That's kind of a more steady flow. But I noticed the trees were always growing, dude. The tree trimmers, the landscapers were always working, dude, no matter what. But I noticed that I will not fucking... We create, dude. We don't destroy. Like we created that business. She tried to destroy it. Out of spite, anger, jealousy, whatever. Felt like you created something. Right? Divorce. You know what another crazy thing is? Is there was a lot of drugs and alcohol involved on her part. And the delusion. Like, I remember watching my tweaker friends, men, get delusionally tweaked out and accuse their girlfriends of cheating on them or having some dude there, like weird shit that only a tweaked out mind would think of. Like some dude is hiding under the bed. It's like, dude, we've been here for like fucking 7 hours. Like we haven't gone. How the fuck's somebody gonna be under the bed? Like, come on, dog. But their fucking mind goes and it'll beat a bitch, dude, behind that shit. And you know what I mean? And it's like, wow, damn, dude. You know, you'd be very convinced before you hang a motherfucker. You know, that's how I think. But, you know, I've witnessed some bad shit. And that's what this bitch did to me. It's like, how are you going to turn into a dude, man? The drugs and alcohol fucked your mind up. Made you have like a mind of a man. And you trying to like torment me or... like blame me that I had a female hidden under the bed in your tweaked out mind. That's exactly literally what the fuck happened. And there's nothing you could do, dude. Just like a goddamn bitch that gets beat, you're not gonna... Dude, we had like a standing joke. You might think this is funny, get a kick out of it, but I will say it's part of my material that I wrote, you know? That spousal abuse, where the husband is the one being abused, is a very underreported crime, dude, because of shame. You know? And it's true, dude. Like, you can't control a motherfucker. You know, you come in and getting accused of all type of things, getting stabbed, fucking, I mean, dude, raging stuff out of control that it makes me sick and ashamed as a father that I allowed my son to be in a dangerous position like that, dude. With weapons hanging on the walls and somebody going off their mind. And she did grab the shit, knocked the deer horn off the wall, dude, that I've had happen before to me. And it went right through my foot, dude. It took almost a month to heal from. Deer horn will straight up go through easily, just on its own weight. Very dangerous, dude. You have to be hanging from the walls and shit for real. And she fucking knocked one down, dude. A big 10-pointer elk rack. Heavy, and that shit just went boof right between my son, where both antlers were on each side of the head. Boof, and I seen it was just like would have killed him for sure, dude. I mean, thank you, God. I never thank God for that. It was only His hand, but that was the kind of shit where it was like, hey, like this has to end, man, because somebody is gonna get hurt, and a lot of times it would be me. And it just would go underreported. You're not running to be like, hey, but guys, by the way, You know, my wife fucking kicks the shit out of me, mainly because I didn't want to get in trouble or go to jail, lose my son, because without me, he wouldn't stand a fucking chance, dude. Yeah. And what should I do? At your worst circumstances, you made some shit up and really tells people that I had some bitch hidden under the bed and shit while she was there sneaking around. What? And here's the reality, though. You took my son to do things. You know what you were doing. And apparently in your fucking tweaked out mind, you didn't think that other set of eyes, mouth, and a brain was capable of recording and regurgitating all the fucking stuff that he was watching, but that's exactly what happened. And so it was like, and plus other people are still all this time later, and it's just like, wow, dude, you know, like, and you really believe in your heart and are telling people that I fucking did that to you. I moved some chicken. I fucking started cheating on you, kicked you to the curb, and I'm taking care of your son by myself. Dude, she tried to fucking put a legal measure on me that did fuck me up. Just waiting for the court date to go see a judge put a fucking big restraint on me, dude. And I was taking care of her kid. And she told the judge all this stuff, dude. Lies, dude. You guys would think it's pretty funny, actually. She brought up the fucking Goonies ranch and shit, and oh, you would have been dying, dude. The whole courthouse. It just stopped everything. As you could well imagine. It was fucking hilarious. But it was music to my ears, because I'm like, oh, she's just sounding all kinds of fucking crazy now. Like, nobody would believe that shit in a million years. And then, like, okay, if this dude is as dangerous as you say he is, where is your son right now? Oh, well, he's with him. It's like, wait, what? Like, no. You know what? The judge didn't ask her that. There was other conversation going on, and she, out of her own big mouth, said, well, he does something, blah, blah. And the judge was like, wait, what? Wait, is he with him right now? She's like, yeah. He's like, wait, how is he with him right now? Does he have part-time custody or like, no, it's full-time. Wait, so how did he get him? Well, he has him. It's his house. And she's like, wait, so he has him and you left and your son is still there? And you're like, wait, what? She just hung up because it was video conference because of the Rona. And I didn't know. I'm like, what? What happened? Did the signal drop? Like, what? Huh? You could hear there's hundreds of people on video conference, but they're all muted until the court fucking unmutes. And so anyway, like a fucking jerk off, I called back, and they knew, dude, or something. They seen the caller ID. They just were like, judge dismissed it. Click, and hung up again. Like, so quick. And I was just like, what? I mean, like, you really believe that shit in your delusional mind, dude, where you'd use it to hurt your own kid? Dude, that's fucking crazy, dude. So, anyway, a lot of destruction, you guys, unnecessarily. I'm just not willing. I'm just straight up not willing to start building something again, rebuilding something again, that I know in my heart is going to be destroyed, or it can be destroyed, has the potential to be destroyed. If something aggravates you that much, that is there, dude, and it's going to happen. And I'm getting tired, and I'm not getting any older, and I haven't had any fucking kids, and any others haven't been repurposed to me yet. So as far as it looks, I have to fucking do all the work, and I do not want to do more work than I have to do. It's just not what we do in this family, dude. We do a lot of work to create. You know, we're either creating a service, or we're creating an artwork, or we're creating a functional piece of clothing, or a functional, like, bags, boxes, hats, shoes. You know, hello. Yeah. Dude, Guess what? Chicken butt. No, actually, Screech has butthole cancer. Have you guys heard? It's like, who fucking cares, dude? That was actually on the news. Like, who fucking cares? Who cares about Screech's butthole cancer, dude? I just don't want anybody, dude, to be like, you put her to the curb, you fucking... Because I didn't do any of this, dude. Nobody chooses to fucking have this level of difficulty. I gotta do everything. Dude, I've lost so much. You guys, I made this choice, dude. It was so bad and so abusive that I had to make the choice that I was going to lose clientele and I was going to have to do more work. And I didn't know where it was going to come from. I just have to trust on God. And if it all falls apart, like it's going to do anyway, at least I went down swinging, you know? And so far, God's been true. So... But I watch a lot of videos, dude. There are so many out there, dude. They just kept coming up. And I'm like, dude, there's a lot of fucking pain out there, dude. There is no shortage of people that are like in pain and trying to cope and understand. So I want to like talk about, that was like a really long rant, huh? So let's get back to what you were talking about, which is, when you enter into a relationship with the expectations lead to resentments because nothing ever comes out to the way we expected. And when that doesn't happen, we respond to it through the amount of work and energy that we put into it. That disappointment manifests itself in the form of resentment, dude. You become to resent that thing. And the odd thing about resentment is it's not a one-time thing. It's over and over again. That's where the word comes from. It's an ancient Italian. It's a Latin word that ancient Romans used to use. Resentire. Resentire. It's where we get resentment. Resentire. Okay? And that is a word that describes a concept. And that's the concept of looking at something over and over and over again. Couldn't tell you if it was originally meant to be in a negative connotation or if it was indifferent, but it's definitely a negative use today. When you say resentment or resent, that has a negative meaning and negative effect, and it's the concept of looking at something over and over again. And that's what happens, man. We're going to look at something. We have expectations of people. It doesn't have, or things, right? Like every job you've ever had or every fucking scenario you've ever aspired to, and then we got there, it was like nothing like you thought. But for some weird reason, you're going to look at that over and over and over and over and over again. And so it becomes resentire. And you're like... So, I don't want to enter into a relationship or have anybody enter a relationship with me that doesn't understand fully well about me, about themselves, and about what a relationship is, okay? And what expectations you have, okay? That would greatly reduce the amount of resentment, which it seems to me after watching all these videos that that's what the fuck is going on with the cause of people not having successful marriages. Number one cause is the dude cheating. Of course, in these scenarios, you never get to hear both sides. It's always a one-sided, whoever's making the video. But I just noticed there's a lot, and it's women greatly outnumbered. It's like 3/4 women making these videos. Some of them are about it was a mistake to get divorced. Some of them are it's the greatest thing. And then you have the TED Talks and all the fucking, like all the most learned minds and stuff breaking everything down. And it's all out there for you, dude. and it really, really recommend it. Gives you tremendous insight of what's going on. And it might lead you to come up with some information. Right? I mean, I like to have information. I don't like to just fucking do shit. So I'm thinking like, okay, so I still want to like have kids, or at least have a family unit, dude, in a secure headquarters where like kids can be repurposed if like I'm not gonna have any of my own, or we're too old or whatever. Fine. So like there's no shortage of kids, dude, that need good homes and stuff. Great. You know, but what is like comedian Andrew Schultz said something that was really fucking intelligent. He said, men are the only ones stupid enough to marry somebody that has less than they do. Like a woman would never do that. You'll never find a woman that marries somebody that has less shit than she has. Think about it, dude. You know? I just thought it was funny. It's true. But there's also different things going on there. You know, like it depends on what age the person is and stuff. But I just think that my advice is don't have any expectations. There's really nothing you could do. Like, okay, and all the people that got divorced, it's really a crapshoot, dude, either way, because there's all the people that got divorced, okay, like cheating was the number one thing. Okay, great. So there's nothing you could have done. There's no amount of like examining the expectations, or, you know what I mean? Like fucking do a workshop and, you know what I mean? Start journaling together. But nothing is going to stop those weird fucked up circumstances that come out of the blue, like the dude cheating on you. Or, which, I gotta say, I never did that. And we were almost married for a decade. It sucks to be accused of something that you didn't do. You know what I mean? But, at the same time, I think about the first day when we got married and how bad we were fighting, dude. And like nobody should do that. And how like dysfunctional at best. Okay, here's what her expectation was. So in retrospect, I could see that her expectation was that somebody put it in her head that a husband is what you need, because the reason you're out on the streets, or the reason you're let down in life, is because your father abandoned you, and your husband started messing with other chicks and pimping you out, and you know what I mean? Like all these things. It's true. It's true. Her first husband. And so somebody told you that this is the reason why your life is all fucked up, because these men let you down. And they were never married to you. You have to find a man that, if he really loves you, he's going to marry you. And that was it. And that's true. But in her mind, she kept hearing things that weren't there. Like, and once you have that husband, not only is everything his fault, but yeah, everything's his fault. So you don't have to, you can relinquish all responsibility and care, because it's his responsibility to provide, which is true. It's his responsibility to, you know, take care of kids and work and keep a household, and that's all true. What isn't, the part that made sense in your mind though, was that like, she must have told herself, okay, so if I relapse, or if I make a mistake, that's not my fault, that's his fault. Because he's mad. Because that's exactly what she did. It's like, in retrospect, It's like that's almost the exact mentality that she had, just looking at how everything went down. And you know how it went down, dude? I'll tell you guys a real interesting story. This is coincidentally how I ended up in the desert, too. She tried to kill herself, and she did. Except, the crazy thing is that she pocket dialed me, dude, on accident. This is what she did. She said, she woke up screaming. And it was because the washing machine was leaking a little bit, dude. It wasn't even enough to fill up a fucking half a cup of water, dude. And it was like, and it does it from this corner every time. So it's like, not a big deal. It's fucking, you know what I mean? Like, would you rather go all the way to the laundromat and shit? I mean, come on, man. It's not that big of a deal. But everything broke, dude. And it was a lot of just screaming, yelling, breaking things, chaos. And it was like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, if I had lost my fucking patience, and cool, dude. By this time, it was just like, I was like, not gonna accept this kind of behavior, dude, around a kid. And it was like, and it wasn't even me in the household. I'd come around the corner from going to the store and I could hear the bitch from a block away. And it was just like, wow, dude, this must be just the everyday background noise for this street. It's just these motherfuckers fighting, which is sickening. It's horrible. I wouldn't want to be associated or thought of like that, or, you know what I mean, or live in a neighborhood around people like that. And so I came in and say, hey, man, you got to shut the fuck up. They could probably hear you all the way down at the fucking street. You're not even making a big deal. I mean, you're making a big deal out of nothing. And she goes, oh yeah, this is what you guys do to me. And she grabbed a bottle of pills that she had because her sciatic nerve was bothering her, which was really a result of drinking alcohol, man. Your tendons were like dried to the core, ready to snap. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't go well, dude. And you start taking medication for that, and you have the medication right there. This is what you guys do to me. In front of her kid, man. And went like that, to the bottle of pills, swallowed them down, and then went like, like to show you guys, like, see? And then walked out of the house. You can't stop them. You can't do nothing. You won't grab them and knock them down and drag them back in. I was like, fuck, dude. And I got a pocket dial. I could just hear her chopping it up with some people, laughing, storytelling. And I said, well, okay. At least she's happy. Better than when you was all fucking pissed off a minute ago. And that was it. Then I never heard back from her. Day went by, turned into 2 days, and I got a call from the hospital. And I guess she had passed out, and I'm just assuming somebody, that's what the hospital says. I'm assuming it was the people she was with, but it could have been anybody. Said they got scared, concerned, and called the ambulance. And the ambulance took her in. They didn't know what she was, what it was that she had taken. They didn't know her phone number, who the fuck she was. They had her as Jane Doe. The nurse had found her phone in her pocket, which was dead, and happened to have a charger that worked. Said she charged it and turned it on and saw in the contacts and said, my husband. And so she was like, this is a scenario. And I'm like, yeah, I know that person. This is her name. And I was like, oh, wow, great. Does she have insurance? Like, yeah. Oh, fuck, okay, cool. Then it was like, the care got taken up a notch, you know what I mean? Because they were putting her on naltrexone or some shit for opioid abuse, but there was no opioids, and whatever they were giving her was making her twitch and shit, so they strapped her to a fucking bed. They had a breathing tube. She wasn't fucking non-responsive and not breathing on her own. And it just sucked, man. And it was like, come say goodbye and... you know what I mean? Stand there with her sons. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to live my life for this person anymore. I owe it to these two boys right here and to myself. I've done it for a decade. It ain't working out. I can't help her. This is going to be me or one of these boys in a hospital bed like this. Guaranteed. And that was it, dude. And so I was like, well, where can you go, dude? Where can you go to just get up and leave? And, you know, just like everybody else, that's when I started seeing the fucking Slab City shit. And, you know, you start Googling like free land and stuff. And that's what came up. And it was just like, hey, bye. And then it was like a lot of teeth pulling because she knew that she was going to get left behind. So she jumped on the train. Okay? I'm glad you did, because you were the reason that I didn't stay there. You know what I mean? I might have stayed there just stuck, tripping on my own, like, whatever, dude. No, I wouldn't have done that because of my son. Because it's not a becoming place for children. Over the long term. Great place for kids to come for a couple weeks. You know. Tremendous. You know, except for the, I'm not even going to go there, dude. It wasn't even what you're thinking. It was like some other shit. I don't want to badmouth anybody, dude. It's just not what we do. Just getting back to it, it's not what we do, dude. In this family, we create. We don't destroy. And so, yeah. I've been drawn a lot, dude. Some of you guys are fucking characters. Anyway. Marriage thing, dude. Because people are watching this, dude. People will watch this shit. Like, I've seen all these videos, dude. They're out there. People got it, dude. And I'm just telling you my story, man. So, that wasn't working out for me. I came back to San Diego. But, the point of what I'm saying is, that's when I stopped. Oh, yeah. So, we came back. Yeah, came back to San Diego. We're still together at this point. Not together, but not sleeping together, nothing. Dude, she was like doing this game where she would like go through the house after she was done, whenever she wanted to take a shower or whatever she did, and remove every bar of soap, every bottle of dish soap, laundry detergent, like you toothpaste, any kind of product that you use for cleansing. You couldn't find it. And you'd be like, what did you use the soap? What the fuck, dude? And you just go and she's like, fuck you, you buy your own soap. People are like, what? Fuck you, buy your own soap. How about fuck you, pay your own rent, bitch? I pay your fucking rent? You know what I mean? Dude, if you didn't leave this bitch $20 every day, she would have a fucking shit fit. Like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, bitch, I don't use the $20 I left you yesterday. You didn't even leave the fucking house. What the fuck, dude? You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Like just putting the, you know what I mean? Well, I'm taking care of your son. And now all of a sudden it's your son, right? I'm taking care of your son. I never said that not one time, dude. That's my, I never said I'm taking care of your kid. Or maybe I did. I don't know. But I'm actually taking care of him though. How about that? So, I was like, what, dude? And I'm like in tattered rags. Tattered fucking rags, dude. Here's my other advice. If you're in a marriage and you're in tattered rags, or you're not investing in yourself, get the fuck out, dude. Or if she's not investing in you, get the fuck out, dude, because you're the head of the household. Whether you want to admit it or not, even if you're a stay-at-home dad, dude, and the woman makes all the money, you're still the figure, dude. You're the one that the kids are watching. You're the one that everybody's watching in the room. You know what I mean? I would wager to say that there's not too many decisions that get made without you or what you say or value or think. That's as a stay-at-home dad. Now, the motherfuckers that actually bringing it to the table, dude, stop, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's the thing people really need to start doing, dude. If you really want to enter in a marriage, all that horseshittery has got to go, Jack. Because you won't get to know. They say, know thyself, or you won't get to know. Yeah, buddy. It's a lot of shit, man. And if you ask me, LJ, do you think you have what it takes to take care of a wife? I'll say no. Fuck no. Nope, I don't. because it didn't work out for me, man. Twice. I have a daughter and a son. You know what I mean? I've been with 2 women in my life that were like really long-term, serious shit, and it didn't work out, dude. And it wasn't me that cheated or left or feigned or wandered or any of that. I was just doing what I do now. Getting up, going to work, creating things, like fucking around with martial arts, fucking around like making skins and hides and, you know what I mean? Riding motorcycles and all that same shit, dude. Exactly. Yeah, doing all the same things I'm doing now. And it didn't work out, so I'm just like, maybe Eljo's not marriage material. But I still don't want to die. I still want to have fucking kids, dude. I ain't gonna be able to do what I'm doing at 80 years old. You know what I mean? But then again, I'm looking at like, okay, well, if you really believe the Bible, then your provision comes not from your kids or future work is, but from God, dude. So just relax, Eljo. So I gotta tell myself that, dude, because I feel guilty sometimes. Then I remember the fucking abuse and torture and how, like, magically, dude, you did have me convinced that you needed $20 and $20. I started writing it down. And then you were really strong. Like, I need $60 for this. I need that. And I put 2 front teeth in your mouth, dude, that you for fucking years had a partial. And you know what I mean? And that was when we weren't together, weren't sleeping together. I knew personally people you were fucking around with. And I put the teeth in your mouth. Because somebody asked me to, dude, and they look crazy, dude, with a tear in their eye. I mean, I don't want to look crazy. You want to look crazy? You like looking crazy? Huh. You know what I mean? That's who Eljo is, though. Here's the thing. I don't think that maybe I'm not marriage material. I think that I'm material that I'm finding for marriage is unfit. Okay? Because I'm willing to do the work. Just saying, dude. I want to be the cop that goes down the beach. Because I was sitting on the beach the other day, and I'm watching the cops, dude. There's a whole bunch of them they rolled through on dirt bikes, which is like, I'm like, what, dude? How do you get the sickest job ever, dude? You got a bullet vest on, you're riding a dirt bike on the fucking sand on the beach. Dude, I gotta go make a beach video too. If you've seen how many people are on the beach right now, you will be like, motherfuck, dude, it is awesome, dude. And not one fight, dude. Or trash. It's crazy, dude. You gotta come check it out, dude. Playas Tijuana, it's just right here. It's just right here. It touches IB, dude. You know what I mean? And there is a cultural difference. It is different, dude. I remember, I don't have this anymore, but I remember I remember the feeling. There's a feeling you get, dude, when you go to somewhere that you've never been and you're around things that, there's a look, dude. It looks different, it feels different, everything. And there's a feeling that you get. And, people in recovery, they call it euphoric recall. In psychology, it's called euphoric recall or Pavlovian theory. And so there's all that going on, dude. As soon as you get hit with some smells and shit, it's like an automatic positivity. And dude, I moved right into that. Here, that's one other lifesaver, dude. Yeah, me and my son right there. The whole time, it's been a fucking journey, dude. But you have to make sure that your material is good. I know that's asking a lot too, because it's like, dude, it's so hard to find somebody, and it's like the rare occasion that does happen. It's like you're gonna fucking squeeze and contort that mold to fit, and even if it means like changing your own morals, dude, just anything to make a fit, because it's so hard to even find somebody, period. And, but if you really want to make it work, you have to do that, dude. It's so important because, dude, there's just some people, man. Their journey in life is not your journey in life. And you got to sit down and ask yourself that most important thing. What are your expectations? What are your expectations? And I think about it and it's like, I heard her expectations. She wanted to have another kid. I think that was it. I don't know, dude. I didn't even think, what were your expectations? I was like, I don't know either. I wanted to have kids. Okay, well, you did that. You did that, now you're moving on. So it's like, if that's what your intention is, dude, don't be surprised that, like, once that's accomplished, if you're moving on. You know what I mean? And that's not what I want. I want a lifetime, dude. I want a lifetime. So, if you want lifetime, you have to ask yourself, each other, what are your expectations, dude? What are your expectations? What's your fucking 5-year plan? Your 10-year plan? Right? This is like, dude, like typical fucking job interview shit. Like, duh. How about this one, dude? This is the emoji that I need the most, dude. That's not out there. The one like this. Duh. Remember that, dude? In the 80s, we used to do that a lot. We used to go, duh, when somebody was doing something stupid. I guess it's not politically correct. But I want the emoji that goes, duh. I also want the one that goes like that, dude. It's got to be like a hand like this, like. I need that one real bad, dude. Because there's some people, it's like, that's just, you're not like, dude. Yeah. Like when two people are talking about cage fighting each other, dude, and you know damn well that in a million motherfucking years that's never going to happen. In fact, the only reason you're shooting your mouth about it is because you know it's never going to happen. That's like a big old, okay. I can tell you what I'm not going to do. Let's fight anybody that has a problem with me, with MMA rules. We going street, bitch. You fight Eljo, you going street rules. You want to sell tickets? You want to fucking fill it up? Do Conor McGregor, do anybody. MMA. With a big slash to it. Street rules. Biting. Eye gouging. Can you temple strike with the elbow to the... Is that allowed in MMA? I know you can't grab their nuts and grab it. Or grab the trachea. How come nobody ever fucking grabs the trach, dude? You know what I mean? I climb a tree and grab a limb like as if my life depends on it, especially when I'm like 40 or 50 feet off the ground. Then I really like hold on like my life depends on it. And I just notice it's a pretty strong grab, dude, when your life depends on it. How come nobody ever grabs for the trach, dude? Fuck, I just grabbed my own, like, right there, dog. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. Anyway, we're digressing. It's because I'm getting sucked in the YouTube drama. I gotta say, it will be a good fight. Everybody will want to see that. But it's never gonna happen. I'm not saying it to put anybody down. I'm actually saying it to try to, like, reverse psychology. You know, get them up, like, oh, yeah? Oh, you want to say it's never gonna happen? Watch this. You know what I mean? Because I want to see that shit happen. But go street, no, fuck that shit. Huh? Because that'll be funny to watch. Come on, man. It's not like you're a killer, either one of you. So, I mean, it's all good, dude. Go street. Huh? Because it ain't going to be that good with all these rules. Hey, dude, if you came to this because of the marriage... Like, please, at least a thumbs down. Go give me 20 thumbs downs right now, please. If you really hate me, you really want to get under my skin, you really want to torment me, fuck me over, you want to troll me, dude, you want to shoot me right now. And you could. Hey, no. Like, subscribe, please. Most importantly, dude, especially if you're my future wife. Yeah, stay fucking golden. For real. What do you want to be? Dull and not shiny as shit.